What's up, YouTube? How's it going? We're doing a Reddit Q&A session, but first, please remember to hit that subscribe button and kiss your mother goodnight. From HTX Wizard says, does Goral get jealous when you kiss the homies goodnight? Guys, she's the one getting the kisses from the homies, okay? Like, Yvonne bursts into my room, Ray bursts into my room, Wendy, they're all just taking a turn kissing my girlfriend goodnight. In Ludwig's recent mogul mail video regarding Sykkuno's move to YouTube, Ludwig mentioned feeling uncomfortable being heavily reliant on his viewers for financial support, as it felt a bit like he was taking advantage of his viewers. Is this a common concern among streamers? No, I don't think so. I think most streamers appreciate any amount of financial support they can get, especially because streaming as a job is incredibly unreliable. I think most streamers kind of look towards those like short-term gains as a benefit more than anything else. And I think a lot of us kind of naively believe that you are well off enough to like support us in the way that you do. I have multiple times banned or timed out people for donating after saying that they were unable to, they could hardly afford to do so. I'm not sure like how common it actually is for that to happen, but I actually genuinely don't think that people really concern themselves. I think we just look at it as, oh, they gifted 100 subs. That's really fucking cool. But we don't think about like, oh, I hope they could afford 100 subs. I think we just kind of assume that they do. For streamers that are worried about that kind of discomfort of relying on viewers for financial support, we try to move more towards being self-sufficient without subscriptions. Do you know what I mean? Promoting Prime subs, relying on ads, sponsors, things like that. But overall, I understand like where he's coming from, but I don't think a lot of people have that same viewpoint the way he does. What's it like having an absolute dumb truck? The ladies can't keep their hands off it, so it is both a blessing and a curse. Actually, my ass is not that thick. I need to work out more. I know that I should do more squats, but the last time I did squats, I had a really hard time getting off the toilet. How do you combat streamer guilt when you take long breaks? Streamer guilt? Fuck you guys. I'm gonna take as long a break as I want. Bitch! The only time I have streamer guilt is when I check my sub count. I'm like, oops, better start streaming again. I'm kidding. I guess it kind of feels bad to take long breaks, but sometimes I just don't feel like streaming. And I feel that viewers can really tell when like a streamer doesn't feel like streaming. I feel like you guys can really tell when I'm streaming just to stream. Where do you see the future of streaming in the next 3 years? I don't really know, man. Things are going crazy because I know that Twitch as a platform is not profitable, but I think they're making like literally the most anti-consumer moves possible to make both the streamer and the viewer miserable. So I'm not sure like if Twitch is going to continue reigning supreme. I'm not sure if I will still be on Twitch. Like maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't even be a streamer in 3 years. I don't know. Things are crazy. Like I started streaming what, in 2017, seriously? So that's about 5 years ago now. I'm not sure what the future of stream is going to be, but I do think that a lot more people are going to move to YouTube. I think YouTube as a platform will continue to improve, maybe more slowly than people might want, you know? But I think streaming as entertainment will be just like a standard in a lot of ways. I gotta see more movie and film stars being streamers. What are some of your favorite nostalgic games? Ooh, okay, you know what? I went thrift shopping in Seattle. I went to a retro game store and paid way too much for this black Game Boy Advance SP, refurbished. And I only noticed after the fact that there's a tiny little piece of dust in the screen that you can't get rid of. I paid $95 for this. I paid $15 for this copy of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And I paid $85 for this copy of Fire Emblem Advance. I really feel like the Game Boy Advance SP is one of the most perfect handhelds ever made. It is like the perfect size. You guys are about to get hit by the motherfucking nostalgia, all right? I'm gonna up this volume real quick, and the battery's dead. Okay, wait for it. I think I like going back to Kingdom Hearts 1 periodically, Final Fantasy X as well. It's from Automatic Mistake 13. What is the reason you started streaming? The reason I started streaming, honestly, was just I was lonely and bored. I've talked about the story many times in the past, but I moved from San Diego to Los Angeles after a really bad breakup. When I moved back to Los Angeles, I moved back home with my family. I didn't really have many friends in the valley, in Los Angeles. So yeah, I thought streaming was a good way to start making friends. Caroline Darling was one of the first friends that I made on the platform. I still remember that when we used to play PUBG literally all the fucking time, and I did my Gandalf voice. Or was it Dumbledore? I think it might have been Dumbledore. And I literally ruined my throat because I imitated Gandalf for like 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, that was the main reason. It was just to make friends, to be honest. And to get fucking rich, bitch. I'm kidding. And to also meet Pokimane, bitch. I'm just kidding. And also to be Scara's roommate, bitch. Just kidding. The main reason was to make more friends. And I think I made those in spades. Long jumping bath 474. If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? I would wish for my mom to have just like infinite money, I guess. I would wish that I had infinite money. People say money can't buy happiness, but I think one of the biggest sources of stress in my life and in my mom's life is like being able to afford things. So if I could just eliminate that worry from my mom forever, that would make me happy. My second wish would be to guarantee that me and all my loved ones live happy and healthy lives. And then my last wish would be that people in Winry lived as long as I did. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what my dreams would be. I think one of the cruelest things on this planet of Earth is that we have animal companions that will not live nearly as long as we do. What's your happiest moment that you remember? Honestly, I think buying my mom a Louis Vuitton bag was like one of my happiest moments, just because like that moment kind of symbolized many things for me. It kind of meant like I was able to afford to make gestures like that for my mom, whom I love very much. It was me giving back to her after she sacrificed so much and believed in me so much when no one else would. And just seeing that she also, like, since she moved to America, has always wanted an LV bag, but never told anyone. She never thought it was realistic or there would ever be a budget for it. But like the fact that I have gone to a point where I could afford to do stuff like that and to do that stuff like regularly makes me really happy. So that was like one of my happiest moments. My second happiest moment was just like one time me and Goral were just lying in bed together. I just said, I really want to say it, but it's too soon. And then she said, I really want to say it too. And I was just like, okay. I was like 3, 2, 1. And then we both said, I love you. And it was really cute. It was a really cute moment. Cause like we were just like staring into each other's eyes and we kind of just knew what the other person was thinking. And it was a really cute moment. So I started streaming about a year ago. I had a really nice time. After taking a few weeks off for vacation, I started getting pretty bad anxiety at the thought going live, pressing the go live button. I've only managed to press the button like 5 times since then. Did you ever experience anything similar? If so, what helped you get through it, deal with it? P.S. I really like what you're doing with community days. Looking forward to more. P.S.S. Chat is really fucking cute. I have that anxiety literally every day. Every time I plan on going live, I have that massive anxiety about going live and just thinking like, maybe this is the last stream where people actually show up, you know? What has helped me do it is just making plans with friends. Well, I have to go live because I'm playing games with X and Y, or X and Y and Z are doing this. Like, you made a commitment to another person, it kind of motivates you to go live anyway. Another thing I did was just like, I just fucking did it, forehead. You know, just like, fuck it. I might have horrible viewership or whatever. I'm just gonna fucking do it anyway. Also, like, making a plan, even if it's not with other people, just making a plan and executing on it, yeah. But it is really hard. I completely understand, like, where your anxiety is coming from. Even the biggest streamers experience that. Don't worry, you are not alone in this feeling at all, okay? Who in your life deserves the most I'm sorry's from you? Dude, honestly, probably my mom. She spoiled me a lot growing up, you know? I was a really shitty child. I stole money from her when I was like in elementary school. I lied to her a lot, especially in college when I like felt really lost on what I wanted to do. And she supported me no matter what, you know? I've had temper tantrums. She deserves the most, and like, and to this day trying to pay it back to her, you know? Biggest regret. I don't really know if I have like big regrets, because all the mistakes that I've made have led me to this point in my life, and I'm like pretty happy with how my life is now. Does that make sense? I think that one of my biggest regrets is probably like when I was in elementary school, I stole money from my grandma, and then she passed away before I could apologize, before like I understood what I was doing was wrong. And then when I understood what I did was wrong, she was already gone, you know? That's a huge regret. If I could go back in time, that's something I definitely would have changed, you know? What did you buy with it? I think I literally took it to the ice cream man that was like around the corner from my elementary school and just like bought ice cream. Do you believe content creators need to be consistent to be relevant? No. Look at Michael Reeves. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you choose and why? I really like Seattle a lot. That's probably where I would live. Anything you want to accomplish before you quit streaming? I want to be in a video game. I would like to be featured in a video game that like people actually play. Would you ever quit streaming though? I don't know. I hope not. I hope I go live and I just collapse. I have talked about this though, like another goal that I want to have one day is like owning a restaurant or like something food related, like even like a food truck. Maybe having my own hot sauce, that would be cool. Would you buy a hot sauce called pee-pee sauce, chat, or no? Only if it's white. I guess it would be more concerning if it was red though, huh? All right, girlfriend, how do? First, care about your appearance. You don't have to be sharply dressed, but like take care of your personal hygiene, get a haircut, wear clothes that fit you properly. Okay. Secondly, don't be fucking weird. Don't pursue relationships for the sake of pursuing relationships. And thirdly, be passionate about something. People love passion and motivation. Okay. I have talked to many successful women that said, I would be 100% down to date a house husband so long as he had hobbies and things that he was interested in. You know what I mean? And also, it's really weird because like I wasn't trying to hunt down honeys at the club when I met Goral, but like it just kind of happened, you know? Sometimes the relationships kind of just fall into your lap. If you weren't a streamer, what would you do? I don't know. I think I would just look for a practical job like IT support or something. I really don't know. I don't really have any particular skill sets that would work with any other career field. What do you see yourself doing 10 years from now? Still streaming, acting, business owner? Honestly, I hope I'm still streaming till I'm 41. I hope I'm like the biggest boomer in streaming. Hopefully. Like, I don't ever see myself growing to a point where I make enough money where I could just retire. You know what I mean? I think I'm just gonna stream for a long time. I'm hoping all my other friends are also still streaming too, you know? I'll be 30 this year, Peter, and I could definitely see myself still frequenting your stream well into my 40s. Fuck, I at least have one viewer. Let's fucking go. What are your most treasured moments in life? Every moment that I share with you guys, chat. Ooh. I think that my 30s are my prime, and I'm treasuring my 30s. I think I'm much happier in my 30s than I was in my 20s. So I think right now are these treasured moments. And also, this is like a sad reality that we live in, is that I'm at the age where I'm noticing that my mom is getting older. So I am trying to treasure my mom as much as I can. I think a lot of you guys could probably relate to that feeling. Was there a moment when you realized how much you enjoy streaming, or did it always feel right to you from the moment you started? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think I enjoyed streaming way more when I first started streaming because I genuinely just like streamed just to stream. Do you know what I mean? I never thought I was gonna be successful. I only did what I wanted to do, and because it was fun. I think streaming became way more of a nightmare when it became a job. When I actually had to care about metrics, when I had to care about what I was doing, what I was concerned about, like what music is playing in the background, etc. That was the most fun on Twitch that I've had. Not that I'm saying that Twitch isn't still fun, because it is. I really do enjoy streaming, which is why I stream as often as I do these days. Sometimes like it just feels more like a job than it used to. You know what I mean? The thing that I enjoy most in streaming is just like chat interaction, seeing my chat like Keck W when I do something funny, Pog when I do something cool. It's just, that has always been more important to me. Do you ever see yourself expanding what you do in terms of content creation, or would you like to stick with what you're doing now? I have a few projects in the works right now. I can't really talk about it yet, but there is some stuff in the pipeline that I hope actually sees the light of day one day. There are no promises, as usual. Like, a lot of things kind of fall through, but I do have some projects in the work right now, and I'm praying to God that they come together. And if someone decides to start streaming, what are your recommendations? Try to use multiple platforms. Try to use TikTok to promote yourself. Invest in your setup. Care about your appearance. I remember one of the first things that I did when I was streaming was one of my friends, Kyle, this guy Kyle, told me to make my bed because it looks really bad if you don't make your bed. Like, this is like not really made, but like at least the blanket's on the bed, you know, it's not all fucked up. And that's it for Community Thursday Q&A session. Thank you.